Hi, my name is Lisa Sinker. I am one of the co-founders of Driving with Andy Sinker, which is a driving school based in Leeds in West Yorkshire. And this presentation is going to look at incidents, accidents and emergencies and what to do. In case of an incident or a crash, if you are the first person to arrive at a crash scene, you need to reduce the risk of another collision happening or fire. This can be done by ensuring all engines are switched off and hazard warning lights are on, and contact the emergency services. Do not assume someone else will do this, as they may be thinking the same also. If you have a collision, you must remain at the scene of the incident. In the case of a crash, the police may ask to see your driving licence. If you are involved in the incident or crash, any damage caused must be reported within 24 hours. If the owner of the property damaged cannot be located, the incident must and needs to be reported to the police within 24 hours. If a tanker is involved in a crash, always ensure that the vehicle is not carrying any dangerous goods, as this potentially could increase the risk to others. If there is any debris on the road, only move it if it is safe to do so. Never go onto the motorway to remove any debris. Instead, alert the authorities via the emergency phones. This would be the same if anything also falls off any vehicles involved. If you are involved in a collision that causes damage to another vehicle, you should provide your name, address and vehicle registration number. We're now going to look at first aid. So it is important that we are aware of some basic first aid skills to be able to help someone who may be injured. I personally would recommend booking on a basic first aid course to enhance any existing skills you may already have and to gain a better understanding of basic first aid. The first thing that should happen is you would need to warn other road users of the incident, as otherwise the patient or casualties or others helping them could run the risk of being injured by other vehicles. Try not to move any casualties unless they are in danger, as moving an injured person may cause further injuries. I'd also recommend keeping a basic first aid kit in your car at all times. If someone is not breathing, it is important that their airway is open and CPR is commenced. This will help keep oxygen in the body and blood moving around the body until the emergency services arrive and take over the situation. If someone is breathing but unconscious, consider putting them in the recovery position, but be aware of any other injuries, as this could cause more harm. If giving CPR compressions, these need to be 5 to 6 centimetres at a rate of about 2 per second. Try to reassure someone confidently if you believe they are suffering from shock. You're probably asking, how do we know if someone's suffering from shock? Well, they often would present with a rapid pulse. They may be sweating, may look pale grey skinned, and have rapid shallow breathing. Only move someone who is in the risk of further danger. Keep the casualty warm and comfortable if possible. If someone is suffering from severe burns, douse the burns with clean, fresh water. If a motorcyclist is unconscious, only remove their helmet if it is absolutely essential. If someone is bleeding, do not remove any objects that are penetrating the skin, as this could cause a casualty to bleed further. If the casualty is bleeding and there is nothing in the wound, apply pressure over the wound, as this should promote the body to stop bleeding. Hazard warning lights. So these can be used when something has happened and you are unable to move your car and it may be a hazard to other road users. It can also be used when something has happened and you are alerting other road users of the hazard, or when you need to slow down quickly on a motorway, possibly due to a danger ahead. What do I need to do if we break down? If your vehicle is in a hazardous position, turn on your hazard lights and call for help. If you are on a motorway, get all your passengers out of the vehicle and away from the motorway. Use the emergency phones on the hard shoulder, as these will help the operator know your exact location. The nearest phone is identified by markers every 100 yards. If you have a warning triangle, this should be placed 45 metres, which is the equivalent of 147 feet, behind your vehicle. Maintenance of your vehicle. Ensure your vehicle is maintained, having it serviced regularly to ensure everything is working as effectively as possible to reduce the chance of malfunction. If any warning lights are displayed, ensure these are checked quickly and safely. As always, feel free to get in touch with us if you have any further questions. We are contactable on 07305 440539. It's best to send a text and we will get back to you as soon as possible, or alternatively email andy@andysinkerdriving.co.uk. Please do like our videos and subscribe to our channel so we'll continue producing further ones. Many thanks. Goodbye.